Welcome! Today we're diving into a really cool new AI framework. It's basically teaching trading bots how to play both offense and defense. We're talking about a smarter, tougher approach to the wild world of financial markets.
So let's just jump right in with a huge question. What if you could have a trading AI that was both super aggressive and super cautious at the same time? I mean, can you actually build an AI that goes for those massive returns but doesn't completely fall apart when things get risky? This isn't just a thought experiment. It's pretty much the multi-trillion-dollar question in automated finance right now.
Okay, to really get why this is such a big deal, we first need to look at the massive blind spot in a lot of today's trading AIs. See, they're usually designed to do one thing, and one thing only. And that singular focus can, well, drive them right off a cliff. So here's the deal. Most of these AIs are built on something called reinforcement learning. And all that really means is they get a reward for doing one thing, making more money. That's it. So yeah, they're amazing at chasing profits when the market is calm and predictable. But here's the kicker. They have absolutely no concept of danger. They are literally programmed to just slam their foot on the gas, completely ignoring any red lights or, sharp turns ahead.
And believe me, this isn't just some abstract idea. It's a real problem. When the markets get chaotic, like during a global pandemic or some sudden conflict, this one-track mind becomes a total disaster. A normal human trader would be pumping the brakes, right? But these profit-obsessed AIs, they just double down, making super aggressive moves at the worst possible time.
So, what's the solution then? How do you fix this? Well, a pretty fascinating new study suggests we need to completely rethink how we build these things. It's all about moving away from this lone wolf model and toward a coordinated team.
And that brings us to this new framework. It's called MASA. Now, that stands for multi-agent and self-adaptive, which is a bit of a mouthful, but the name tells you everything you need to know. The big idea is, instead of having one super genius AI trying to do it all, MASA builds a team of AIs. Each one is a specialist with its own job, and they all work together to make one single, much smarter decision.
All right, so let's meet the team. MASA is basically built around this trio of specialists. And what's so cool is that each one looks at the market from a totally different angle.
So, who's on the roster? You've got the return optimizer, the risk controller, and the market observer. Think of them like this. You've got your offense, your defense, and your scout. They're all on the same team working together to create some real balance. First up, we've got the return optimizer. This is your star quarterback, your high-scoring forward. It's that classic aggressive AI we talked about. Its job is to use all these powerful algorithms to hunt for profit. It's always on the lookout for that next big play to grow the portfolio.
Next, you've got the risk controller. And if the optimizer is the star player, this is the defensive coach. Its entire job is to look at the flashy, aggressive plays the optimizer comes up with and ask one simple question: is this too risky? It's constantly crunching the numbers on potential losses, and here's the key part. It has the power to just say no, to veto or tone down any move that's just too dangerous.
And rounding out the trio is the market observer. This is the team scout, the eyes in the sky. It uses really advanced deep neural networks to just watch. It analyzes the entire market, looking for big trends, hidden dangers, or maybe some unexpected opportunities. It's basically the intelligence unit, feeding all that crucial info back to both the offense and the defense.
Okay, so the secret sauce here is really how these three agents work together. And it's not like they all vote on it. This isn't a democracy. It's a very specific, structured process, almost like an assembly line, that's built for both speed and safety.
Here's how it plays out, step by step. First, the observer scans the market and sends its report. Second, the optimizer takes that intel and comes up with an aggressive, high-return trade. But then, and this is the important part, the controller steps in. It reviews that trade against all the risk rules, and only then does the final action get executed. The result is a move that's ambitious, yeah, but also super well vetted.
And this brings up one of the smartest parts of the whole system. It's incredibly resilient. The actual research paper calls this a loosely coupled system. All that really means is that the agents aren't totally dependent on each other. So let's say the observer agent glitches out for a moment. No big deal. The other two can just keep working with the last bit of information they got. This is huge because it means there's no single point of failure that can crash the entire system.
Okay, so the theory is fantastic. A team of AI specialists, checks and balances, it all sounds great. But the big question is, does it actually work? Let's take a look at the results. And the answer seems to be a resounding yes. The researchers tested MASA against a decade of real market data from huge indexes like the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the CSI 300, and what they find? It consistently beat out the old-school, single AI models.
So why does this matter so much? Here's the bottom line. The MASA approach isn't just about making more money, it's about making money more smartly. It creates these balanced portfolios that are constantly learning and adapting. What you get is a trading AI that's way more robust, way more resilient, and just better prepared for the absolute chaos of the real-world market.
And that kind of leaves us with a final, pretty mind-bending thought. This whole framework shows that a team-based, risk-aware AI can actually get a handle on one of the most complex, chaotic systems on the planet. So you have to wonder, if AI teamwork can conquer Wall Street, what's next? What other massive, high-stakes problems could it solve? We're talking about things like managing entire power grids, or maybe even predicting natural disasters. The possibilities are pretty incredible.